Hey guys, today I'm finally in, or I should say this evening, it's actually night, Lord, in the sewing room. And what I'm working on is a quilt that I did way back at the beginning of my channel. It was a jelly roll race, and I got a lot of flack for this quilt, guys. Looks like this, and it had this detail that run through it. And let's see if I can get you some. But it's a jelly roll race, and it is backed with flannel. And I'm taking the whole thing apart because it has so many puckers on the back. It's been in this craft room since I made it. It has not left this craft room. So we're taking it apart. And where was I? Because I'm about halfway through taking it apart. So there's string everywhere. There it is. There's where I'm at. So let me show you what I'm doing. I had quilted a little bit on it. And I'm just sitting here actually taking every bit of that out. The ends, the edges are sewn together. Taking every bit of that out. Again, this was like one of the first quilts I had made on this channel. Didn't know what I was doing. Still really don't know what I'm doing. But I was, rushing it, not really paying attention to what I was doing, not really caring what I was doing, just trying to get it thrown together, and that is the whole point. I was throwing it together and not being mindful of what I was doing. So now we're going to take it apart and be mindful of what we're doing. And I'm about, like I said, halfway done. I've been doing this for about an hour. Maybe not quite an hour. About an hour. And luckily I used big stitches. And I only went like every third jelly roll strip. Or I would probably just trash the whole thing or cut it up and made something else out of it. But the back had a lot of puckers on it. And I'll tell you why. One, I used no batting in this. It was just flannel on the back. And I have done them that way before. And not had a problem. But this time, I had a problem. Alright, so there's that row. Let's start the next row. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of these to do, guys. Lord. And on the back, like right there, is like a pucker. Lots of wrinkles and puckers. And I don't want that. None of us want that. So guess what? After 2 years of this thing sitting in my craft room and not being useful, we're taking it apart. I thought about it all day at work today. I thought I'm going to go home and take it apart. I remembered I had started quilting on it, but I didn't know I had done the whole stupid thing. Because this end, the puckering is not that bad. But once you got down to the bottom, the puckering is really bad. Or other end, whatever, top, bottom. So I'm just going to continue to take this apart. We're going to iron it back out where the edges are nice and flat. And go over any edges that may be coming apart like that. And completely refigure this quilt. So let me know in the comments, have you ever made a quilt you absolutely hated, never liked it, messed up on so bad, or whatever the reason? It just sat in your craft room, your sewing room, in a tub, in the attic, somewhere, and you never finished it. This one, the bottom was not sewn, so it was technically not done. Because once I'd seen the back of it, I was like, I'm not even sewing up the bottom of it. I mean, this goes pretty fast. And I do need to get a lint roller and lint roll the crap out of this thing. But how are you guys doing? Are you sewing last minute Christmas gifts? I know everybody probably is. If I get this done in time, which today's only Monday the 8th, is that right? Get it apart, ironed out. I am going to put batting in it this time and do some light quilting on it, machine quilting. And it will be a Christmas gift if I can get it done in time. We will see. All right, guys, I'll bring you back in a little bit. 15 million years later, it did take me about an hour and a half to bust this thing apart. But I do now have 2 separate pieces of material. I'm going to iron this. I'm going to fix any places that come unsewn. And then I'm going to lay a package of batting out on my bed, and I have an idea of how I want to attach everything, so hopefully it doesn't shift around a lot. Rolling over on my quilt. I have an idea, and I will show you that idea. It's definitely not glue stick, because this is too much for a glue stick, and I don't like to use basting spray because I'm doing it in my house on my bed. Letting my iron heat up. I just want to iron this crease out and try to get everything nice and smooth again. I'm probably going to need some best press for this, guys. So that is the next step in fixing my mistakes. So once this part's done and I have the batting and everything, and that is so much thread that was wasted in that. It's terrible, I know, but so much thread. Exactly. I'm trying to see how this thing was ironed. I'm trying to keep it going the same way. I just want to iron out the edges, but I'm getting pieces going the ways they didn't go originally. All right. To the next step. It's going to take 1,000,005 hours. Ironing. Okay. I have ironed and I have batting attached. So it's only the top and the batting at this point. And what I'm going to do is attach the top to the batting. Then I will take that part of the sandwich and attach it to the back. Now, I know it's a little extra work, but I'm hoping that will keep me from like wrinkling it up too much. And I am going to have to wind another bobbin because, yeah, I don't have any down there. And guys, I'm out of drink. And I need to change a foot too. I'll use this bobbin until she runs out. And then we'll wind another one. Maybe if I can get the foot on. Okay. So I do have it pinned, and I'm not going to do every row. We're just going to do like every third row. And I am going to come off the batting. I'm going to turn it down. Okay, maybe not quite that far down. So I'm just going to attach in about 3 or 4 places the batting, keeping it nice and smooth. And then we'll do the back, and I'll go like in the alternate areas that I did these stitches. Does that make sense? So in taking this apart, I saw a lot of mistakes that I could fix, and I fixed them. Just a few little things. A lot of it was in the actual quilting. It was very kind of wavy, so I'm trying to take my time on this one and not be so wavy. And I do use the lines of my patchwork as my guide. I just butt my foot up to it and use that as my guide. And I have some strings, loose strings coming up. Get those out of there. I wish I had like some variegated thread, but yeah, there's a lot of strings. I'll hit it with a lint roller. Alright, I'm just going to keep attaching the top to the batting and then that to the backing. And then we'll bind it like usual, which might be tomorrow. What time is it? It's already 9:30 at night. I don't know. We'll see how far I can get. Take this pin right here out. And move it over out of my way. All right. Okay, I have the top tacked to my batting. Now here's the thing. My backing is cut to size. It is not oversized. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this backing, backing, Lord, I'm tired, I need caffeine. Batting. Now, so that way I can pin. I have a bag of batting Lord help me, in the floor down here, so I save all my scrap. So I'm going to have to carefully pin the back to the front. It's the only way I know to do it. It's the only way. It's the only way. So we're just going to kind of shape this up, get it a little more straight. Because it does curve out a little bit in some areas, but that's okay because we're straightening it now. Just like that. Lord, don't let me touch that hot iron. I will be hurting for sure if I touch that hot iron. I love that cutter, guys. I love that cutter. So let me get this finished trimmed up and get the back pinned on, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it is almost midnight. Make sure my blade safety is on, blade guard is on, and the back is on. There is a couple little, oh, I need to straighten that up. Couple places that the back just, my binding is going to mask it. Let's put it like that. I mean, I could trim it shorter. I could trim it a little shorter because I trimmed it down again just to even everything up. But it's like a little scraggly piece right there. Get off. Get off my quilt. I will cut a large, probably a 3-inch. And I'll use my stripology, but maybe a 3-inch binding will help. It's right here. Is it this one? Like, I mean, I'm talking a smidge. A smidge. When I say a smidge, it's not even. So my binding will hide that. But guys, I have fixed my mistakes. She has batting. She is quilted. And let me stand up and show you. She's thick because she's got the flannel on there too. If I can find the original pattern for this, because it's supposed to give you these slashes, but mine got off like right there. Once you get off once, the rest of them kind of go off. But this was, I think it was Jordan Fabrics that did this. I'll see if I can find it. It should be back in that original video. And then there's the backing, which is flannel. No puckering. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, baby Jesus. I kept smoothing it out. So tomorrow we will bind it because I will be gifting it tomorrow. So, and binding doesn't take me that long. Yep, there is that. I feel really good about getting this done because, like I said, it has been sitting here unused, unfinished, just in a state that I didn't want to mess with because I knew it was messed up. There's strings. I'll be getting strings off this thing forever. And I just didn't want to mess with it because it was so messed up. And I knew I'd have to bust all that apart, and I did. This is such pretty fabric too. The little critters, Santa Claus, the reindeers, or deer. It's got deer, not necessarily reindeer. I'm so happy now. I'm so happy. I am going to wash it. That'll help get some of the needle marks out from where it was quilted before. But a lot of the quilting went right back over the old quilting, which is great. It covered it right back up. Still getting strings from where I broke all the strings. So I don't know what I'm going to use to bind it because I don't have any of this fabric anymore, I don't think. But I have a ton of Christmas fabric. I really don't know what I'm going to use to bind it. I have a ton of this, and it'll probably be this. Let me flip it down and show you what that looks like. Yeah, I think that will be fine. I think that would be just fine. Because I have several yards of this fabric. So I could cut enough strips and it probably wouldn't even matter. So that's the plan. Tomorrow we're going to cut our strips, get this bound, and I will take it, get it washed and take it to its new home. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. We'll be doing another last minute Christmas gift on the next video. So if you want ideas for the last minute Christmas ideas, keep watching. Get out a UFO, get it finished, or one that you didn't think was going to turn out, and make it turn out. Make it turn out. Even if you just cut it into pillow squares, if you cut it into hot pads, you can make a project that you thought was not going to be usable. There's ways. Just use it for something else. Use it for something else. Alright guys, we'll be doing this tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you then.